because they all know they actually have a legitimate shot of being in the rotation or being the guy. And they know, as far as the expectations of from what I have given them, that this is what I expect this group to do. And that's just not for one guy to be the guy. Now, if it ends up being that way over time, it is what it is. But I expect those guys, every single one, to feel like they can contribute, and we don't skip a beat. So that's how I'm preparing all those guys. We're going to spend extra time watching film. We're going to be doing extra things that I've learned as a head coach, that, hey, this is what we need to do to make sure we get ready to go.
Thanks, Lee. Can I get the mic?
Yeah, absolutely.
You've seen how the spring ball to where it is now. How do you like your group of running backs, and what have you seen?
I love my group of running backs. They're all the nice part is they're a very hungry group, very young and kind of energetic. Just have a ton of energy every day at practice. It was fun for me. This past spring and even summer has probably been the funnest, the most fun we've had since we've been here as a group. So I'm looking forward to the challenge of just kind of being consistent, being a very productive group, a consistent group, and I'm excited because it's kind of going to be nice to see how these guys grow over fall camp and throughout the season.
Last season, McNichols carried the ball a lot. Is that kind of what you're seeing out of this group moving forward, and what is the attitude when you're saying, hey, you could be carrying it a lot this year?
You never know. I mean, we as of right now, I personally don't feel like we have a guy who can take on that role yet. And not so much, not saying none of those guys can, but these guys are going to get an opportunity to play and contribute. So, and they all know that, and that's probably part of the reason why they all feel, hey, this is my time to really show coach and show this staff that, hey, we can do this, or I can do this. And I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. It's definitely this has been totally different than I would say in the past, as far as waking up every day, attacking the challenge, and just going like, I'm excited about this group, and I'm excited about this team, and just where we're going in this program. And yeah, I guess.
Who's impressed you the most so far?
I would say Ryan Wolpe, just as far as just your consistency, and not even so much just impressed. It's just you know what you're going to get with that kid every single time, and not saying those other guys don't give me their max effort every single time as well, but my relationship with Ryan Wolpe goes back pretty far. I mean, it goes back from my South Dakota State days. I recruited Ryan. I did a home visit with him. And then when I first showed up here and knowing that he was walking onto our football team, I mean, I was so excited because I'm like, man, I recruited this kid and he's here. And to see him living out his dreams, because I remember one of the things that him and I talked about when I was recruiting him at South Dakota State is his dream school is actually Boise State. So he said when I was recruiting him, it was kind of like, wow, this guy who played running back at Boise State, and now he's recruiting me. And then to know that he's living out his dreams and I'm a part of it, it's pretty cool.
Do you see him this year being an every down back and not just being on special teams?
We'll see. Being an every down guy, I think that's really, really hard to say even from year to year. I mean, I don't care who you are. I mean, Jeremy could have changed from being an every down guy to this year being, hey, you're going to be the guy, but you're not going to be an every down guy. So I just think it just depends on the year, depends on really the toughness of the player and how much he can handle mentally, and also too just health-wise, you just never know. I mean, just the durability is a big factor.
Through the years past, we've had running backs mentor other running backs, like Ajayi mentored McNichols, and McNichols looked like he mentored Madison along the way as well. Do you see that moving forward, with the group after Madison's done with his time, and what do you see out of him?
Absolutely. I would say Ryan and Madison both are helping mentor Robert Mahone and Greg Beasley and Jake Shaddix. I don't have a very large group as far as just the number of players, but which makes it even more special that the guys who have played and real snaps, when hey, it's on the line, like, hey, Alexander's gotten a chance to do that, Wolpen's gotten a chance to do that these guys bring the other guys along and say, hey, this is how we do it, this is how we practice, this is how we prepare. and all those things. So I would say it's taking place now, and we're only getting better because it's just like every year. I become a better coach, they become a better player, smarter player, and we learn different things to help us out.
With, last year McNichols was your workhorse out on the field. Do you see that kind of being the same, like finding one guy, or do you see multiple players see in the field more times this year?
It'd be nice to see multiple, and more so just because it keeps those guys fresh, and you like to kind of get that, I would say, healthy rotation of guys going in. As of right now, let's kind of see the direction I see it going. But it's hard. If I would have took number 13 off the field last year, everyone would have been looking at me like, "Are you crazy?" Right? So if you have a guy who's being extremely productive, it's hard to take him off the field. It's just, and Jeremy became such a great pass protector. That was the big deal. Is that this guy is, he's dialed.
How have the younger running backs been developing in terms of like pass pro and things like that?
It's hard to right now.
Yeah.
With Drake and Jake and Rob. And Rob, I would say, is doing a pretty good job.
Mm-hmm.
He's still young, so he's still learning. I would say this fall camp is going to be a big one for him. And I look forward to seeing how he does.
I don't know.
Perfect, Coach Morris.
Thank you, Coach.